like, no, it's fine. I have dogs, but even when they say they're fine, they're still just like,
boys, boys.
Gabe. I know butts are interesting, but you're good.
He's like, you look like you're my muffin. I'm not liking this. Hey, leave it. Gabe out. Do not lick him.
Ew.
Recording. Hey guys, it's me, Jamie. Right here's my service dog, Gabriel. Gabriel, sit up so the camera can see you. Hudson is away in his kennel because I cannot handle 2 dogs that weigh more than I do. So yeah, he's in his kennel. So if you hear walking, it's probably him. Hey Gabriel, sit up. Come on. Oh, look at the camera. Okay, yeah. Here is Gabriel, my service dog, who is currently thinking he looks belly, and this is my friend.
Hi.
So,
my name is Phelan, and I go to school with Jamie.
Exactly. We met actually because of our dogs, so I thought why not make a YouTube video about college with a service dog. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So I feel like I'm timing this video because I know a lot of you are probably starting the new school year with a dog, possibly. And so I'm like, why not make Gabriel. This is still enough. So I'm like, why not make this video whether you're preparing to go to college with a dog for the first time this upcoming semester or what, because there's always times I think we're back to school. So yeah. Alright. First things first. First things first is funny story to that bless you day remind me. I was in class and Gabriel sneezed and someone goes, bless you, and I just didn't say anything. I didn't even told you this before, and someone goes, I said bless you. Whoever sneezes needs to say thank you. And I'm like, that was my dog?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I was so embarrassed. And like, oh, sorry. I'm like, yeah, okay. So, yeah. It's kind of crazy. You get a lot of fun stories. So, yeah.
So should I tell my story?
Yeah, you said your, like, funniest encounter that you've had.
Okay, so this one is kind of embarrassing. Or it's not embarrassing, it's just more awkward. Tux, we're talking about you. Come here.
Oh, he's right though. He's like, I'm exploring.
Yeah, he's exploring, but, yeah, this is his first time being here. So he doesn't have his vest on, so he's like, I guess I'm not working right now.
Yeah.
But, so I had a meeting with my Bible teacher, because I had to miss every single Friday of class for the rest of the semester, because my counseling appointment was during Bible class. So I was like, okay, well maybe I can ask him if I can be like a part-time online student. So I went in there with Tux in his office, and we had like a meeting. There he is. This is Tux.
Yeah.
We named him Tux because of the white on his chest.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hi.
So we went in there, and it had been like 30 minutes or something. And all of a sudden, you just hear this giant belch come from my feet. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, Dr. Professor, I'm so sorry. And then he's like, no, it's fine. I have dogs, but even when they say they're fine, they're still just like,
boys, boys.
Gabe. I know butts are interesting, but you're good.
He's like, you look like you're my muffin. I'm not liking this. Hey, leave it. Gabe out. Do not lick him.
Ew. Bloopers. We could like do a bloopers thing.
Yes, I don't want to do that on my camera, but we totally can if I can figure it out.
Yeah, I know how to video edit, so I can help you.
Awesome. Alright, Anyway, on that note, let's talk about how to get a dog with you, at least at all college. It was pretty simple. For me, I was the first full-time student, or at least in a very long time, with a service dog. So it was a little difficult with housing and everything. They kept calling him an ESA, like, no, he's a trained service dog, and everything. But the lady in charge of disabilities is amazing. I'm sure you would agree.
I love her.
Yes, she's
so
so nice and amazing and very understanding, and like she is like my biggest advocate, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So I would highly suggest like talking to the disabilities coordinator, because I talked to my recruiter about it, and she was like, well, yeah, we have plenty of ESAs, and I was like, I almost did not go to my college because I was like, if they're gonna be like, no, like they don't understand the laws. But my recruiter was just uneducated, and we met with the disabilities lady when we went for a visit, and she was amazing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I was on that.
Yeah, so when I actually first got Tux okay to be with me during school, I had actually had him for 4 years already, and I went through like a traumatic event, and I mean, I always knew Tux helped me. Hi, Gabe.
He's like, hey.
He's like, no, I want to be in this.
I'm the center of the video. No, you're not. Lay down.
Okay, so, well, he's going for Tux again. Tux has to rest right now.
He's being good. You are being a little brat. What? So
he's like, I want to make friends. Hey, Tux, come here. Hey, buddy.
Gabriel.
And Gabe is like, is that me? Do you want me to come? You want me to come? He's just so soft.
Yeah, well, like.
Okay. But anyways. Scoot up.
Yeah.
So, I had him. I'll wait for that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, boys. Boys.
Hey, Tux.
Gabriel.
It's okay.
Leave it. Leave it alone. Look at his fireball. I think that's what I used to do. I think that's what I used to do if you were looking mad.
He's like, I get butt sniffing, but this is the 15th time in 10 minutes.
Alright, so just continue.
Yeah. Okay, there he is. He's
there
like,
we go. Good boys.
Good boys. Okay. See, he's a friend. You need to get over yourself. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just start over my story. So when I first got Tux registered, like, okay to be to, I'm not saying the name, school.
Yeah.
So I had already had him for 4 years already, just as a pet, and he was kind of, I mean, I never said he was an ESA, but he really acted like one for me because I have anxiety and PTSD and depression, but it's mostly for the anxiety, PTSD part. And I went through a traumatic event one semester, and I just was like, I just knew how smart Tux was. He was already capable of learning so many tricks, and I was like, I think I should probably take him to school with me, because school is where my anxiety was the worst. So, I went and I talked to the disabilities office about it, and I had no idea like what any laws were for service dogs at all, so I was like, so do I need to like get one of those like certificates from the internet, or like,
yeah,
what do I need to do? Yeah. And I was like, and I also didn't realize ESAs couldn't be with you like during class or anything, so my brain was like, okay, so maybe I just need him for an ESA, because I wasn't aware that service dogs can also be for anxiety. They don't have to just be ESAs. So, I went and talked to her about that, and she gave me like all this paperwork, and she's like, yeah, you actually don't need that certificate thing. They're probably just like little scams to get you to buy it or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. And she was like, and the only way you can have him in class with you is if he is a service dog. And I was like, she was like, okay, so can he perform a certain task for you? And I was like, actually, yeah, he can. So that's how that started. And she was super nice. I was super nervous about, like, I have social anxiety too, so I'm usually nervous about talking to people, but she's like disabilities mom.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
Yeah, like she's like at school mom.
Yeah.
Like, I love her so much. But yeah, she really helped me, and Tux has been my service dog for almost a year now, and it's going good, so.
Yeah. And so, as far as how we met, I believe we, like, passed each other in the hall a few times, and I was like, what's that Will Service dog? Like, because I didn't realize he was still in training, and I was in training for, like, a few weeks probably then. And he had kind of growled at Gabriel, and I was like, freaking out. So,
yeah, sorry about that.
yeah, it's fine. And now we're really good friends. We have a group chat with, there's actually 2 other handlers at all college, besides the 2 of us. And we have a group chat with all of us. And it's so much fun. So just be like, oh my goodness, you would not believe what somebody just said, a professor and a student, whatever. Like, this just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I remember when Tux first saw Gabriel, I was, like, he wasn't used to seeing, like, other dogs in public or anything, so,
yeah.
Gabriel
wasn't either, really, especially at college, because I really thought I was the only handler.
Yeah.
And then there was one in our Bible class, we actually call her Gabriel's girlfriend.
Yeah.
One in there, and
if you want to know what she looks like, she's just like Tux except tiny.
Yeah,
so,
really. Exactly. That's an accurate description.
Yeah.
I'll insert a picture if I figure that out. I don't know. Oh, probably in the thumbnail, actually. I'll probably like a collage picture of all the service dogs that I have. And yeah. As far as other peers and like how they interact, I choose not to allow interactions with Gabriel when he's walking. There was like once that I allowed it, and that was like a very special occasion, and I was like, everyone's stressed, everyone needs dogs.
Yeah.
And so I took his vest off and released him to say hi, and he loved it, everyone loved it, it was fine. But as far as like day-to-day classes, I'm pretty strict on here for me, not you. If you want a service dog, I'll gladly tell you how to get one. But for now, he's here for me.
Yeah. I actually, like, I do enjoy those positive reactions.
Yeah.
That people have where, like, you can see it makes them, like, so happy to just see a dog.
Yeah.
Like, even if they can't pet it, it's like, they get to pet the dog with their eyes.
Yeah.
Like.
It's like, I've heard so many times, oh, I know I can't pet, but your dog's so cute, it makes my day to see him, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's like, and it's just like, oh my god, remember, are both dogs in the frame, kind of?
Kind of. There we go. No, don't go lick his flowers.
Sorry, you can't sniff any more butts right now.
Down, Gabriel. I know you have food and all, but lay down. Like, for real. Down. Alright. Down. We have so much footage, like, edit out.
Yeah, I don't mind, like, helping out with that and stuff.
This video is at, like, 14 minutes long. Don't leave. It's gonna take forever to upload.
It's okay. When I help you edit it, we can shorten it down.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But let's see where.
Really?
Oh yeah. So anyway, back to story stuff. I'm not gonna say who this person was because they're pretty close to my family, but well, actually there's 2 people, but one of them is just like, this is somebody I live with, one of them, they're just like, I don't think you need Tux. They're just like, I don't think you need Tux. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I have anxiety, and it's just so annoying when, because like the last thing I want to do is to be doing something for attention, because I really don't.
Exactly.
I really don't. And like I get that dogs, like people can see the dog and they're like, oh my goodness, it's a dog, but like the dog is there for me, not for other people to see. It's not a therapy dog. It's not like the dogs in like the library or whatever you get to pet.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just don't like that because like for me, I have anxiety that people are gonna think I'm doing it for attention, and then I have to stop myself and be like, wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I bet another funny story about a peel for me is I was sitting in the library during like the week before finals my freshman year, and I had Gabriel in an under, so he was like laying under my legs. And like I thought he was kind of out of view because I knew therapy dogs come to the library around that time. And I didn't want anyone to just come up and like assume he was a therapy dog. And this guy comes up and he's like, "Oh my, is that one of them anti-stress dogs?" And I'm like,
that's so
for
nice.
me? I said, no, he's a service dog,
Yeah.
sorry. And they're like, oh, so I can't pet? I'm like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just be, especially if your college does have a therapy dog program, just make sure you are ready and prepared to educate on the difference and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, because like with the service dog, like I found that it helped me learn how to be more assertive with people, but like usually if people aren't obnoxious or don't try to pet him without my permission, I can usually be nice and stuff.
Yeah.
But if they're like super obnoxious about it and like come up and try to pet without even asking, and then I'm just like, well, okay. I'm just like, okay, well, you lost any chance you ever had of petting him.
Exactly.
Because sometimes when like he's not doing anything important or anything, we're just chilling in Walmart or something. Like if somebody is like, oh my goodness, your dog is so pretty. Oh my goodness, is it like? And then thankfully, people don't ask if they can pet, but if I can tell they really, really want to, I'm like, well, he's not doing anything important. Do you want to, like, give him a pat on the head or something? Or and they're just like, oh my goodness, can I? I'm like, yeah, go for it. But, yeah, for me, it's just, I don't do that all the time.
I'm, like, pretty lenient, like, if you ask, or if he's off duty, or something, or if, like, the one time I've let people pet them on campus was Friday night of club week. Not the year I joined. He was, like, I was terrified. But, he does, I actually let my little pet him a little bit, like, the person like I was supposed to be looking out for, and then like I was like, anyone else want to come de-stress? It was like after everyone was just like chilling, and I was like, anyone want to pet the dog and de-stress? So yeah, like I get that. Like if they're not asking, if you come up and you're like, oh, I'm up in his face, I'm gonna be like, please stop. He's walking.
Yeah, and like when it's kids, like when they do that, I can get how they wouldn't know better, but like if it's an adult, I'm just like, shame on you, shame on your family, and shame on your cow. Like,
exactly.
Like
I've seen passes that say that.
Yes.
Dishonor on you. If you bet this on dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow, and I'm like,
just like dishonor.
You want to bet the dog? Dishonor. Yeah. So, yeah, I think this is probably enough for this video. I don't know how much it actually is gonna be, but we'll see you guys in my next video.
Awesome.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.